Okay, so I just read something that completely shifted my perspective on how generative AI handles safety. Can you believe the level of complexity involved?
Right? I mean, the decryption of safety filters for generative models is just wild. Who knew there were so many layers to keep things in check?
Exactly. And what's fascinating is how these filters aren't just blanket rules. They're tailored for specific situations, almost like personalized safety nets.
Oh, wow, that's really interesting because it implies a more nuanced approach. They're anticipating potential risks in different contexts.
Hold on, that changes everything. So these models adapt their responses based on the context of the conversation, right?
Absolutely. For instance, the entire mechanism relies on this idea of regex filters to actually make sense of the content before responding.
Rejects? Is that what those complicated filters are called? I never knew.
Yeah, it's like a smart way to sift through text. They can reject or modify phrases that don't fit safety standards, which is so essential.
Mind-blowing. So if they reject phrases like, I don't know, offensive language or harmful content, it's actually baked into the model?
Exactly. Think about it. There's a whole JSON structure that determines which words or phrases can slip through. It's almost like giving the AI a moral compass.
A moral compass for AI? Wow, that's pretty deep. It's like teaching them what's acceptable and what's not in our human context.
Absolutely. And here's where it gets even more intriguing. The system has rejected predefined harmful phrases, like slurs and hate speech.
Wait, so those phrases are proactively blocked. That makes sense, but what if the model encounters something new?
That's the beauty of it. The system is designed to learn and adapt over time, potentially updating its filters as new risks emerge.
Whoa, so it's evolving. That gives me chills knowing AI could potentially become more ethical as time goes on.
Exactly. And with ongoing advancements, it opens up a conversation on what other ethical guidelines we should look at.
Right. This dynamic approach raises questions about transparency and how much we actually know about these filters.
That's a crucial point. It makes me wonder how much oversight exists in the creation of these filters. Who decides what gets blocked?
I never thought about it that way. It's like we're placing a lot of trust in the developers for making those choices.
Indeed. But it's also a reminder that we need to contribute to this conversation about AI governance and ethics.
Totally. So if we think about the implications, we're talking about using the power of AI responsibly. That's a big deal.
For sure. And considering how rapidly technology is evolving, keeping these discussions going is vital.
Wow, this is blowing my mind. It feels like we're at the beginning of something massive in AI.
Absolutely. But wait, have you thought about how this interacts with user-generated content? It's like a balancing act.
Oh, right. If users can create content that's sometimes offensive or harmful, how does the AI filter through that?
Exactly. It's going to have to navigate a minefield of diverse expressions while still adhering to its safety protocols.
That's mind-boggling. It's like being a gatekeeper, but also a kind of translator for human intent.
Exactly. So if the AI can't interpret nuances properly, we might end up with misunderstandings or miscommunication.
Now, that's kind of scary. What if it misinterprets something that was meant to be harmless?
That's the challenge. Striking that balance is going to be key as we integrate more of these models into our daily lives.
And it keeps me questioning, how can users help define what's acceptable or not?
Such an important question. Are we or should we be part of that decision-making process?
Oh wow, imagine if users had a say in shaping these filters. That could lead to some real progress.
Exactly. That's a future worth exploring, where we all contribute to building a safer, smarter AI.
So if we wrap this up, it's clear that the journey of AI is really about collaboration, understanding, and ethics.
Definitely. And it challenges us to think deeply about the kind of digital experience we want to create.
And let's not forget to keep asking questions. This conversation has so many layers to peel back.
Absolutely. I'm excited about where this path may lead us next. There's so much to think about.
Same here. Thanks for sharing this wild dive into the intricacies of AI safety with me.
Anytime. I can't wait to see how this all evolves. There's definitely more to explore.
Right? Who knows what's next in the world of AI? I'm eager for the future.
Same. Every twist and turn in AI gives us new perspectives to ponder.